Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Star Trek Online. Thank you. And you're home for all things carriers, all things two-bay carriers. I love playing carriers out here, so that's it. That's my focus. If this is your first time to the channel, I would love subscribe. Help me out, man. Keep me motivated to continue to do this. And yeah, I know I come off sounding like a radio disc jockey. I was back in the day. So today, I'm going to be bringing you the Breen Saar. Now, the reason that I'm bringing you this particular carrier is because it is achievable for effectively everybody out here with no money if you don't mind if you don't mind going to oh hell, where was it, if you don't mind coming over here and buying the lock boxes, if you don't mind gambling on the Phoenix prize packs, that's where you're going to get this thing. So everybody, I think, over time could get it and get lucky on it. But I'm trying to see what I can do with spending the least amount of money possible to make this an effective carrier. So I'll start with the consoles real quick, and then I'll explain what's going on. Hangar craft, power transmission. If you're running pet support, I'm running pure pet support. You're going to need as many of these as you can pack in there. I am not upgrading this ship. Oh, I do need to save it, though, don't I? I'm not upgrading this ship. I'm not going to bump it up to try to get a T6 plus, U and all that stuff. I'm leaving it exactly where it is because, again, don't want to spend any money right now. So I'm going to keep this thing here. Now, I'm running a little bit different. I've traded up, and I'm going to start with the traits. I consider most of these must-have. I would love to unlock those next two traits, make this thing really booming. But I can't do it now. Superior area denial. It's a bit pricey, but it's I consider this a must-have on any carrier. I consider this one an absolute must-have. This is another one. You're gonna have to buy it, man. It's gonna cost you $30, but it's a Zen or a Zen ship, or take a lot of time selling your dill. Either way, but you can pick this one up. The repurposed cargo bay. Those Valkyrie fighters are vicious, absolutely vicious. And I'm gonna parse my run here. I'll show it to you, and you'll see what I see. Hive scramble fighters is another one. I consider this one absolutely imperative. 25% all damage every time that you launch. Every time that you launch. My launch is sitting there at about 6 seconds, so your pets are naturally bumped up. Flagship staffing is another one. Firing cycle haste. You want your pets firing as fast as you can. Let them have the aggro and not you. And strike group command authority. 40% bonus damage if you were launching frigates, and in this case, I'm launching frigates. Now, I did change it up a little bit. I went and bought the advanced. The Breen sucks because this is the only, these are the only frigates that you can put on these. I like to run with frigates. Between swarmers and all the other good stuff and the Valkyrie fighters, I got plenty of birds in the air, so I need something that's going to be able to hang in there. This thing can hang in there. It hangs in incredibly well. They're more tanky. They're not Romulan drone ship kind of damage, but they really get up there. And the other thing that I changed was this little guy right there, unconventional systems. I have discovered that in order for this ship to perform very, very well, I need to max my aux. Pets love aux power, so I have to crank that thing up. I'm currently sitting at 100. All the way max, 122, and whatever's left I put over here into weapons. But weapons are more or less secondary to this ship, or at least what I'm doing. I am all about the clickies. So with the clickies, I'll show you over here, all the consoles that I'm dropping in. This is a must-have. You can get it for nothing. If you're running a pet, 2 million credits on the exchange, and you can get this one. This one's going to cost you. It is effectively the exact same as the Swarmer Matrix. It is the same 30% turn speed, flight speed, and damage for your hangar pets, but it also gives you Hydra, and I will show you Hydra when we get into this a little bit. I just stuck this on. I don't know what it's going to do, but again, I'm looking for anything that'll slow down or cooldown reduction on my science bridge. I need that, and I'll get into it shortly, because the 7 that I have up here plus 1 engineering skill, every time I click them, with that trait right there, it reduces the cooldown time on my 2-minute clickies. So I am trying to get these things to fire off every 30 seconds or so. That's ideal. If I could pull that off, that'd be wonderful. There's one more console that'll get these things down to about 20 seconds, but it's 17,000 Zen if you really, really want it. I don't want it that bad. The rest of them are pretty much standard. This is what you're going to see. Enhance and protect, got to have it. There you go. Hive defenses, that one's just a fun one. Feel the weight of our presence. I recommend it. I love debuffs. Pets love debuffs. Those are good debuffs. Independent wingmate. First one gets up 200% bonus damage, and that's a pet that ain't ever going to die. And wing commander. So that's the basic setup on this. My space reputation, Ox, anything that'll bump Ox, bonus damage based on Ox, bonus defense based on Ox. And it's kind of important on this one because I have, as you can see from my set here, aside from a single shield heal, I have nothing. I have nothing that's going to heal this thing. So if I start really getting my ass beat down, there's not a lot I'm going to be able to do about it. But, oh, yeah, let me hit the last couple real quick. I'm sorry, man. You can fast forward if you don't want to sit through this. But, yeah, I picked this one up. Very relatively inexpensive. Big electrical burst. 2-minute clickies. Love those. Domino. It speeds up my firing haste, and that's great. But it also gives me a recharge on my bridge officer abilities, which gives me a reduction on my clickies and so forth and so on. Fleet power array, gotta have it, and power transfer emitters. Now I had these before, so I'm not gonna, I don't really think I'm cheating on this one, but that is about as cheap as I could put this ship together, not upgrading anything. And I always run the same patrol here in effectively all of my videos because I want to be consistent. This is one I run, Wanted Argala. So let's run it here. I'll show you the parse when we're done. This is a longer video than I usually make. Thank you for enduring me. I wanted to explain a little bit of it here as we're getting into it. If you got any questions, please put them in the comments. I love comments. I never get comments. Nobody comments on these. I'm old. What are you going to do? All right, so I'm not going to start the parse yet. I'm not going to start it until I clear out these two guys here. I want to get my boys out clicking. And this one is always kind of icky because it's very unfortunate spawns, depending on where they are. So if you're starting off if you're going to start off a parse like this, it's a little bit unfortunate. So I'm saving everything. I know where all the first groups are, so we'll just whittle these things down a little bit. Then we'll start the parse when I get to the next big bundle of them, and we'll see what we can do on these. Again, it's even with this thing here, with those kind of pets and all of that loveliness that we have up here, they're pretty well gonna flatten anything that's gonna be coming up. And as soon as they start to rank up a little bit, it gets pretty violent pretty fast. So let's wait for the boys to talk. I'm basically gonna spawn right into them. They're gonna be right on top of me here. So here we go. Continue. There's the combat log. There's the bad guys. So let's start the clickies. Believe it or not, I'm starting the clickies before I do anything else because I want you guys to see how fast they will recharge. And I'm gonna try to hit everything I can. You can see everything's going out. That's it. That's all of the clickies. Everything's out there. They should be pretty well destroyed. Then we start debuffing. This is where it gets a little bit fun. So you can see the time on these things is just going to start dropping quick. Get the photonic officer. I don't care if I hit anything with that. The whole idea behind all of these is to reduce the time. So you can see that we're already down to 60 seconds where we were. And that's where the photonic officer comes from, by the way. Again, unfortunate spawn. Every single skill that I'm hitting out here is designed specifically to reduce that. All right, it's not going to be a great parse, guys. Sorry about that. I missed one of the spawn points. That's right, I'm not really a min-max guy. So even here, I'm hitting them. It doesn't matter. The whole idea behind these things is to let me get cooking with all of my cooldowns and clickies. I'm a big fan of I don't know if I mentioned that. Huge fan of cooldowns and clickies. That's the point. That is the entire point of this ship. And this build and this everything is cooldowns on the it's 2-minute cooldowns. That's it. That's why I'm doing it. Just so we're clear. I want to Want to make sure there's no gray area here. Cool down, burst, and blow them to hell and gone. I was surprised. Well, actually, I was a little bit surprised how effective these things actually were because, yeah, it was. Stuff disappears. It literally disappears when you're running this kind of build, and it's fun. It's fun feeling like, it's kind of fun feeling like the tough guy. If I had that other one, I'd already be firing off the clickies again, man. But that ain't right. I don't want to spend that much money on a dated game just to get this stuff going up there. I understand why people do, though. I completely understand why they do. All right, so now we're just kind of systematically taking them all apart. Our cooldowns are going to be set up for the very last boss. So we'll leave those things up there. We'll kill these ones by hand. Sorry, it's going to take a little bit longer. But we'll kill off these ones by hand. I want to save those cooldowns for the last one, the final flagship boss here, and then we'll close the parse. You guys realize what I did, right? I never started this log. Oh goodness, that's right. I'll tell you what. We'll save it. We'll save it for the very last one, and I'm still gonna put out the video. Now I don't have to feel so bad about the bad spawns, but we'll burst it down. The last 4 that are up there, we'll hit it all. All the cooldowns are up. All the cooldowns are ready. I can't believe I didn't hit enter, man. That's embarrassing. And I can't believe that I'm still going to put out the video. Hey, people make mistakes, man. I'm not going to feel that bad about myself. Somebody will point it out in the comments, so I sure hope so. All right, here we go, guys. So let's get to the very last one here. We're going to haul ass in there. We're going to hit the combat log this time. See what we can do. I am not even going to move. I'm going to sit right here. We're going to hit everything that we can possibly put out here. And just see how quick we can make them all disappear. I'm going to say pretty quick. I don't even know what I'm shooting at now. Everything disappeared. It all just disappeared. Oh, the clickies are fun. Combat. Up. Law. Up. Log. It's costing me points right now. 0. There we go. All right. So, fleet marks. Thank you very much for that. And we'll depart the system. All right. So, this isn't going to be a fair parse because there's like a nice little clump of them right there and they don't move real well. But let's see what it is. Huh? In that games are supposed to be fun. This is fun. So, let me download it real quick. I'll put it on the screen and you guys can post more to me if you like. So that should be it. It's not a big log because obviously it didn't happen very, very fast. And analysis, and there we go. So it's not going to be a long one because I only got to use a Hydra one time. But we pulled 181 on this ship, and these wildly punched above their weight. But the thing I was mentioning before with the repurposed cargo bay is right there. That 43K sustain that you're getting out of that repurposed cargo bay. That's a big number, man. Again, I'm not running infected, trying to clump enemies and as short as I could to hit 1.4 billion or something like that. I'm trying to see what can I sustain. And this is what I can sustain on these things. And the bigger damage, the bigger adds in these things are actually from the clickies, from the 2-minute clickies. The Crenum, that's I just put that. Okay, that's surprising. I'm surprised how well that thing actually hit. The Hydra, the Akar's Revenge, and everything else is just kind of, in there. But there you go. So you want to see what you can do with the least amount of money that you can put in it. I'm going to say that it is a very, very effective ship. Now, if I upgraded it, put a couple more hangar craft power transmitters in there, I think I can get above 200 in this. But who knows? Your mileage may vary over mine, but that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Any questions, comments, concerns, observations, please drop them below. I read all of them because I don't get that many comments. Just an old guy playing a very old game. I've been playing this for years, and it's fun. So that's it, guys. Until next time, please stay safe, and please stay out of Borg space. Cheers.